14 years ago, I had released a book and a video that I put out. It was called The 7 Reasons Why We Teach. And I have always had a great value on teachers personally. I'm over 50 years old now, but I know what a teacher did for me. I know what teaching and learning did for me. Going to college, going to a university saved my life. Getting out of the neighborhood, it saved my life. And it gave me an opportunity to take this journey now to be a author of over, 78 books with 11 bestsellers. I mean, we're headed towards when we're over 500,000 books sold. I mean, and we're headed towards 1 million now. Uh, where I'm from, that's just unthinkable. And I owe all of that, the success we've had in business. The first part of it started with an appreciation for the K-12 process. And so I love teaching and learning. I'm sold out to it. I know what it does for a person. It can help a person who comes from nothing to have an opportunity and to have structure that they don't have in their background and where they're from. It is a very important thing. So I just want to remind us on the 7 reasons we teach. And this is my return to the teacher appreciation for teacher appreciation year. It should always be, it's every month we should have teacher appreciation. We should be able to honor and show proper respect once a month to honor the contributions of our administration and our teachers. Let's get right to it. The 7 reasons we teach. Number 1, got to remind you, it was always to save lives. Teaching and learning saves lives. Teaching gives a kid an opportunity to be born, come from nothing and turn nothing into something. To save your life. Going to school can save your life. Now, I don't know where you from. I can't speak for you. But if you know this game and know this business, man, teaching and learning saves lives. Man, people could go to school, man, they can find a future. It happened for me. You can find a future at school. You can have a teacher that pours into you, that gives you a view of who you can be in life. That's beautiful, man. Those are facts. Number 2, we teach to build dreams and empower destinies. Once again, the teacher is the person who can build the building blocks in a person's head, in a young child's head, of who they could be and where they could go. We would love for that to be our parents. It should be your parent. And I'm going to ask you, like I asked everybody else, was it your parent? Well, if you had a parent that did it for you, you got blessed. You don't have to feel bad. You need to be blessed and feel appropriate. And you need to say, thank you very much. They're still alive. Call them today and say, thanks again. Doc Jack told me to check in and say it one more time. The average kid doesn't. And the hope, a lot of their hope comes from the person in front of them. It's why we teach. We build dreams. We don't break futures. We build dreams. We empower destinies. Number 3, to build healthy families. To get a concept of family. You ever notice why our kids are so in our business and all nosy and stuff? They're like, Mr. Duncan, you married? You got kids? Where you live at? Shut up. Get out of my business. Look, but they want to know. They're getting a view of family. They know what they're growing up in. They want to see what you got going on and how it looks. I can remember years ago, we had a little kid asked the teacher. I was in Louisiana, and I was at the high school, and a little girl asked one of our teachers. She said, "Miss Such and Such, do you step out on your husband?" Now, I hadn't heard that type of terminology, but essentially, do you have a cross-contaminated marriage relationship, right? And the teacher got offended, put the kid out. That's how it made it to me. Put the kid out. 3 days, offended. We came to training and talked about it. And I said, do you know why she asked you that? Okay, she's definitely rude. She's over the line. Got that. But do you know why she asked it? She's fast and she's disrespectful. I said, no, she don't know no married people. Her concept of married is something totally different. So she's asking you, like, hey, because this is what it looked like in my world. Everybody violates their marriage in my world. Is that what's going on in yours? The lady caught it and was like, I never thought about that. We never do. Kids get concepts of family from us. It is so important that we understand the role model term is very real. I always say athletics, our society is jacked up because there's the theory that athletics is the role model. The everyday guy or girl is the role model, the person that's in front of you all the time. They get build families, concept of families. I've always tried to raise my students, and I'm very sold out to this, and you can take it how you want to take it. But I've always wanted to raise my guys, be good husbands, be good dads, raise young lady family. I tell kids, man, if you got a chance to choose, man, you don't want find the woman and marry. Have your kids all from one woman. Do you know how many less problems you'll save yourself in life? They don't talk to us like that. They let us ruin our lives, ruin our kids, child support all over the place, families broken all over the place. Nobody just says, hey, no. That's what you get from a teacher. And we're not talking about theory of values, but we're just talking about good, fundamental, common sense, pillar-based education about family. Not concepts, foundations. 4, we teach to make taxpayers. If these kids, that's why I always go over the top 5. You know what they are. Skill trade, university, go right to work, military, self-employment. If they do either of those 5, we're okay with it, but you got to graduate. And guess what? You got to be productive in life. We call it productive member of society. Start calling it what it is. It's called a taxpayer. And you need to get a credential, get your credentials, get your skill, find a path, and go earn, do the best you can and make a contribution. That's what teachers are for. I don't know where we getting this information, but that's what we teaching for. Number 5, to keep kids out of prison and off drugs. Man, school don't work out for you and a student get locked up. It was just so hurtful to hear about a student of mine, 18 years in the penitentiary. Man, that hurt my soul. A former player of mine on drugs. That's soul crushing. That's not like, ooh, I told him. No, that hurts, man. We're teaching for that. Hey, man, do the right thing, man. Hey, man, go this way, man. That's not it. Hey, do the right thing. And drugs are still crap, man. Getting high, no. No, drugs not good. And if the teacher's not saying it, and if the teacher don't rep it, listen, I know times are different today. Don't care. I'm telling you why the teaching and learning profession is still the purest there is. Because there's an ethic code of freedom and clarity that a kid can get from their teacher and route their life in the right direction. Number 6, we teach to build equity. What is that equity? All of the good you do for people, it comes back to you. I have 5 children. I've been blessed with a beautiful family, beautiful wife, beautiful children. I have one in college. One's graduating this year. She's already started college. And the 2 boys are starting college, dual enrollment in high school here. And the youngest is headed to high school. He's got 1 more year junior with us. Blessed. I'm blessed. All the good we put in the world, we put in me and their mom, all that good comes back. It's called equity. Put that good in for other people's children. That good comes back to you. And we never forget that. Equity. It's a great seed to be a contributor to a young person's life. Yeah. And number 7, we teach to prosper and profit. I am not one of these people who believe in broke teachers. I came from an era where all of the teachers that raised us in the 80s, all them cats was doing 100,000 and up, man. They had, they did okay teaching, and they had rental properties, businesses on the side, and they dressed to par, and they drove to par, and they lived to par. Not really sure what happened in the game, but there's been an attack on education. And what I'm saying is there's no reason to have a broke teacher. Now listen to me carefully. What you got to get out of your head is that your source is your school job. Teachers are what I call angels and ministers of good. The blessing is with them. What you focus on, you can achieve. So you should get a piece of your income from your job. But what you do outside of your job is where a lot of your wealth will come from on your weekends and things of that nature. You can make it big in education. A lady the other day said to me, she said, Dr. Jackson, she said, tell me, they tell me you don't make no money in education. Tell me what's the path. I broke it down as a kid. This is a kid, first year teacher. Sit down, because they lied to you. They lied to you. Sit down. So, okay, here's the play. This is how it works. Okay, get in the door, first year teacher. All right. How long do you want to commit to teaching? 5 to 7 years. Right. But in there, I have a transition plan. I want to transition to admin. Okay. So I start right there. And if I'm really, I like everybody to get at least 3 good years stuck in that fire in that classroom. When I worked at Daimler Chrysler in corporate and I was preparing, they were sending us to management upstairs. It was mandatory. They threw you in the plant for 7 days to get dipped. And if you can make it down there in that plant, Sterling stamping, making them lift gates, you can get promoted in 6 months and go upstairs. But it's so hard down there in that cave, people quit. So this is what I like. 3 to 5 years, 3 to 7 years, 5 to 7 years. So you teach, then you transition into, and during that time, you need to find something to be doing after school, extracurricular things, clubs you're leading, after school tutoring, that builds income, and then you're transitioning into administration. If your long-term goal is to be a principal and be in administration, and there's many of you that are listening to me that are going to be transferring to superintendents, there is an economic path to a good life in education. I don't know there's nobody in my phone that's broke that does this. And I mean, I got teachers in my phone because they're listening. Whoever's telling you that you can't make a good living in teaching, is it the pension of years ago? Yeah, that's over. The market collapsed. They stole all our money. You believed in the market. I've never believed in the market. The market is a market because it's a market. And market is goofy right now. And you're sitting here watching Bloomberg TV, like what we got on in here. There's trillions of dollars changing hands right now. But you're trying to sell me that being a teacher, we're going to be broke. Not listening to you. And I'm not listening. There's too much money floating around the world. And we're teachers, and we would have to be smart enough to figure out how 100,000 minimum can flow into my life, particularly all this good I'm putting into the world. Number 7, we teach to prosper and profit. Teachers have got to wake up and get their minds right. Teaching and learning, they're going to pay us one thing, but we have enough awareness, enough skill set to understand to use our talent to create other streams of income. Tutoring, writing, baking cakes, cooking chicken and fish dinners on the weekend. I told that lady, this is the best cake I ever had. Man, sell 20 of those. Sell 20 of these a month. That's an extra $500. She did it and turned it into $2,000-$3,000 a month extra. I'm just telling you what I lived. You can do what you want. That's the 7 reasons we teach. We change the world. So my Teacher Appreciation Month is saying thank you to all of the great instrumental pieces. Shout out to all the pre-K teachers. It's nothing but love. Pre-K, kinder, first grade, second grade. Thank you for your contribution. fourth grade, fifth grade, instrumental foundation pillars. Shout out to the junior high, sixth to eighth grade. Just they're building something right there in that middle. And the people that finished the deal, high school, 9th, 10th, 11th grade, 12th grade, all of those who carry the kids to the finish line. Shout out to all of the teachers and coaches that put in that extra work to get kids across that stage. Your contribution will never, never be in vain. And most of all, blessings to all of the principals that lead this work. I just give my appreciation, and I send my earnest wishes and hopes and blessings for wisdom and wise judgment, for just the most innovative, accurate team building strategies that build powerful teaching and learning environments that actually give kids hope and a future. I'm Dr. Jesse Jackson III. This has been my time. I appreciate y'all. God bless every teacher in the world. Thank you so much for your contribution to our world.